Hi there, welcome back to Your Money in Real Estate. I'm with the exciting and effervescent Ian Szabo. So Ian,
yes,
we're now going to be getting into part of the show that I always say is the most exciting part of the show, which is getting into some numbers, or getting into, I guess, we were talking about the scope of work.
Yes.
And that can be a daunting thing. During the break I was talking about developing, and obviously the planning is the foundation of what we're doing. And the word I wanted to use, or the topic I want to talk about, which is, we're going to call it change of use. Because a lot of people seem to forget that real estate values are based on change of use.
Absolutely.
Right? And what you're doing, like what we're talking about, instead of buying a property, you're saying, let's take an existing property. Obviously someone had a vision for this piece of land, but you now say, you know what, I got a new vision. I'm going to change the use of this land.
Absolutely.
And that's how values are increased. Am I right or am I wrong?
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. And it's interesting that you say that, because most people think about flipping houses or getting into real estate investing as, well, if I just get a good deal, I can make money.
Yeah.
Well, it has nothing to do with the deal. It has to do with what the deal can equal, or what it can be turned into, or what you're allowed to turn it into.
Right.
And how you're prepared, educated-wise, to be able to turn this into a reproducible business. Because anybody can find one flip and make money, but try doing it 25 times.
Yeah.
Try doing it 30 times. It's not a viable business unless you can reproduce it. And the only way, in my opinion, you can reproduce something is be educated in that specific need. I buy houses in R2 areas in Whitby. I buy houses in Whitby that are run down, that are grow-ops, hoarder houses, because I know I can turn them into a duplex or a triplex.
Well, when during the first part of the show, you mentioned you walk in by yourself, you don't want to be distracted, and you use the keyword that we agreed upon, which is vision. You say, okay, here is the vision that's going to change the use, which takes me to the next step, and this is really what I want to talk about, is execution.
Most important by far.
Okay, and execution is something that I talk about daily, because it's easy to go, it's easy, most people love to say, oh, I got a great idea for this piece of land, I got a great idea for this house, I got a great idea to change this kitchen. Execute on that profitably is the key. And to make execution work, I think the big thing we want to talk about, which is the scope of work, the planning.
Scope of work is probably the biggest thing. I could teach 3 to 4 days just scope of work. And it's the difference between me making money, me losing money, my students being successful, and them not being successful. Because in that scope of work, if I don't know clearly where I'm going, I am going to be distracted by my friends, my family, my wife, everybody. If I'm in a bad mood that day, instead of painting the wall this color, maybe I should paint it red.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? I need boundaries, and the scope of work keeps me when I start veering.
But so we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back on Your Money in Real Estate.